Hello, and welcome to the presentation for Run Monkey Run. Run Monkey Run is a single-player, mobile, infinite runner. The challenges I intended to tackle with Run Monkey Run were procedurally generated scenes, gesture motion on mobile, and object pooling. If you're interested in seeing the game in action, please fast forward, as I'm going to speak about the design and programming decisions on this game. Just like every infinite runner, Run Monkey Run features an infinite level where you have to run and survive as long as possible. This game started as a team project that lasted 2 weeks. I was on the role of a producer and a technical director. The first iteration of the game was named Candy Run, where a block changed colors and every line that wasn't that color fell down. Those behaviors were programmed by Miguel Guevara using Playmaker. 3 months after the project was over, I decided to pick it up again, refactoring most of the code, removing the Playmaker scripts, and changing the assets with the help of Kyle Peters. As far as the procedurally generated scenes, I first tried to move the character forward and generate the map in real time using prefabs. It worked really well. However, I discarded the idea because I figured it would eventually lead to a float overflow. The problem could be easily fixed by moving the character and the environment back in space every 1000 units. However, I decided to try something different. After observing Subway Surfers, a great game produced by Kilo Games, I noticed that the character does not really move, but the environment does. So I created a round treadmill. The obstacles are different prefabs saved in a public array. An obstacle manager has all the possible obstacles instantiated on start. Then a random number generates and decides what's going to be the next obstacle on screen. The obstacle is set active instead of being created because that uses less resources. And then it's saved on a variable to make sure the obstacle is not picked again, causing some ugly teletransportation. The sideway movement is done holding 5 transformations, one for each line. On swipe, the desired index for the lanes change, and the character lerps to the desired X. On a side collision, the index goes back to the previous index, avoiding encroachment. The swipe is done using input.touch. I also use 2 vectors, one for the starting touch and one for the ending touch. And I calculate the delta X and the delta Y to decide if it was a vertical swipe or a horizontal swipe. Let me show you the game in action. The game features 2 game modes, one easy and one hard. On easy mode, you only have to jump and crouch. On hard mode, you have to jump, crouch, and change lines. As you can see, the character is not really moving, but the treadmill gives the illusion of movement. The 2 obstacles are very distinct from each other. The obstacle with spikes, you have to jump. The obstacle with leaps, you have to go down. The lanes change every 5 seconds, giving the user a little break between obstacles. Right now, this game is running on PC, but the game effectively runs on mobile without crashing or lagging. Also, the game speed increases by 2% every 10 seconds, increasing the challenge without having to make more difficult patterns. With this, I end my presentation for Monkey Run. Thank you for your time.